a gold bar showed up in my mom's jar stand, 4.3 kilograms. If you skip verification, you can lose it to theft or misunderstanding. Step 1 was 3 photos and a weight log. On a kitchen scale, it read 4.3 kilograms, and we noted the fold marks on the wrapping. Next was checking if it was real. We saw a 9999 stamp and a tiny mark, sent photos to an appraiser, and got a written reply, but the origin mattered more. Under the jar stand plank, we found an envelope with a 1951 note and one old family photo. The cause was Grandpa hiding assets during wartime evacuation, and we filed inheritance properly with the appraisal reply and the note. Tip: log photos and wait first and only open it in front of family. That's all for today's story. We'll be back every day with a new one. If you want to catch tomorrow's story too, please like and subscribe. This story starts at a marriage meeting when we suspected the other parents caused serious fraud to our family. Without checking, future money disputes and misunderstandings could repeat. The moment came about 30 minutes into the meeting. My father compared a name with an old case memo and the memories matched. To check, we first searched old family chat messages. The transfer request lines and promised dates were still there. The second step was pulling an old settlement copy. The seal position and total amount matched the past damage. The cause was pushing marriage while hiding past money issues. We shared facts and paused plans, and the tip is to check at least 2 records before meetings. That's all for today's story. We'll be back every day with a new one. If you want to catch tomorrow's story too, please like and subscribe. Relatives kept drawing a line because we were poor, then suddenly turned sweet when development talk came up. So I checked the official notice first. On the notice, the key parts were the land list and the objection period. I screenshotted the line that said 14 days and saved it to my gallery. Next, I checked the registry to see if the lot number and area matched the notice list. I marked the matching row and kept 2 comparison screenshots. That night, I got 3 calls and 5 texts, and suddenly, they offered to treat me. I captured the call log and underlined the line where they brought up ownership. Finally, we followed the notice's objection method, made a shared document folder, and agreed to accept requests only in writing. The cause was compensation hype, and the fix was collecting proof. Tip: screenshot everything before the viewing period ends. That's all for today's story. We'll be back every day with a new one. If you want to catch tomorrow's story too, please like and subscribe. After the funeral, a woman and a kid showed up claiming they were family and asked for the inheritance. If you do not verify, the whole distribution can freeze and misunderstandings explode. The first check is not an argument, it is paperwork. Look for the kid on the family relationship certificate. When you see an issue number on screen, capture it as evidence. If the certificate shows nothing, move to the second check. Ask for formal recognition or court papers, not stories. If you receive a text title demand for inheritance share, save it with the received time. If they keep insisting the real evidence is a DIA test and you need a consent form plus a lab receipt number. Courts can order an appraisal, and refusing can trigger fines up to 10 million won. The third check is money flow. Verify the estate inventory and debts together, not just assets. For transfers like funeral costs, screenshot the date time 22/6/N227212 and the amount 322 Sing Unit 1. The cause was not the inheritance demand, it was that the parent-child link was not confirmed in official records. We closed the loop with document requests, test proof, and screenshot logs, and the tip is to keep every talk in writing. That's all for today's story. We'll be back every day with a new one. If you want to catch tomorrow's story too, please like and subscribe. I found a newspaper clipping from 43 years ago in Grandma's keepsakes. If we don't verify it, the rumor can cost us real damage. The date line said 1983, February 17th. I took a screenshot, zoomed the headline, and saved it as file 1. The bottom line had a case number written like 83, auction 1234. I posted 2 photos in the family chat and asked if anyone recognized it. The next day, I got an old family register copy at the community office. The fee was 1,001. The registered origin line matched the old address in the article exactly. Last step, I checked the same day's newspaper on microfilm at a library. The auction notice and the amount 35 million won were on the exact same page. So the cause wasn't some dramatic fall, it was a guarantee and debt cleanup. We bundled the clipping and the register copy into a 1-page timeline, and the tip is to put the date in every file name. That's all for today's story. We'll be back every day with a new one. If you want to catch tomorrow's story too, please like and subscribe. I tried to secretly repay my siblings' 43 million won private debt, and my credit almost got wrecked too. If you don't verify the name on the debt, late records can hit you. Here's how it started. At 2:18 a.m., I got a collection text on my phone. I did one check first, opened a credit report screen, and captured the debtor name line. The result was scary. The debtor name wasn't my sibling, it was mine. In the details, one line said payout account, my bank account. So I repeated the process with a second check. I searched my account history for a 43 million won deposit, then checked if any auto debit was registered. The result? There was exactly one incoming transfer to my account. If it goes past 3 months, it can be treated as long-term delinquency, so I immediately made an evidence folder. The cause was simple. My sibling used my account to receive money, which gave the collector a way to tie me in. The fix was cancelling auto debit and starting a correction sangdam first, and the tip is, don't pay first, screenshot the debtor name line. That's all for today's story. We'll be back every day with a new one. If you want to catch tomorrow's story too, please like and subscribe. The daughters-in-law left the house at 6 in the morning to avoid memorial cooking. If you ignore this, it can cost you more later. Here's the situation. For 3 years, the second daughter-in-law handled most of the ritual food. The mother-in-law posted one line in the family chat saying absence will be recorded. The daughters-in-law checked and asked if inheritance must follow legal shares. At 2 in the afternoon, even a notarization office booking message was captured. Then came the result. The mother-in-law shared a draft inheritance waiver in the chat. The asset list included one piece of land and savings of 50 million won. The cause was that duties were never defined by numbers, so they reduced the ritual cooking to once a year and documented a clear task chart. That's all for today's story. We'll be back every day with a new one. If you want to catch tomorrow's story too, please like and subscribe. A 43-year-old bus ticket fell out of Dad's wallet. If we tossed it, we might lose a piece of family history. We first checked the printed date, May 14, 1982, on the ticket. Then we looked through the family album for photos from that month. On the back of one photo, it said first movie in pencil. The bus route number 23 matched the one printed on the ticket. To be sure, we asked Mom directly. She said that exact day was their very first date. In the end, Dad kept it to remember that day. If you find old paper at home, start by checking the date first. That's all for today's story. We'll be back every day with a new one. If you want to catch tomorrow's story too, please like and subscribe.